I apologize on behalf of the Rich Eisen Show for calling you a cheater. And all the kids of the Boys and Girls Clubs of Milford, their money is not tainted. It is actually well earned. Yes.
All the kids are here with me. Their little faces. Look at them.
Oh my gosh!
There.
Describe them to me, Dan, because I only see you. I'm not even seeing me back right now. I can't even see me on the screen. I only see you.
They're actually all holding the cash at $25,000. And now,
really?
You guys
they delivered it. They delivered it in cold hard cash, did they? Did they deliver?
Yeah, I wanted dollars. I wanted dollars. Everybody got $1, but it felt like there was some feuding within the feud on your team. That my team, we love each other, we care for each other, we share with each other, we hug, we hold. It felt like there was some real animosity going on with the Rich Eisen Show. It felt like there was unrest.
You felt it on that day? You mean across from us? You sensed the dissension?
I saw an eye roll.
1-1. He might have hit one out of the ballpark there. Out to right and deep. Second deck. He squared the bunt 2 pitches ago. And Kyle Stowers rips number 16 into the seats. Tied at 1, bottom 2.
Miami Marlins baseball is on deck.
Pitch to Connor Norby. He drills out to right center and deep. Freelick back. Track wall. It is gone. Connor Norby. He's getting right. 1-1 pitch. That one hammered out to left center field and deep. Martian Rojas back. They're looking up, and it's gone. Wag attack. A 2-run homer.
Marlins on deck. Brought to you by ADT, the official smart security partner of the Miami Marlins and Norwegian Cruise Line. Experience more at sea. Let's head out to the ballpark. Here's your host, Steven Strong.
Usually I say nice job, Ahmed. Phenomenal job, Ahmed. We welcome you here from Lone Depot Park in Miami on an 86-degree Wednesday morning. We are inside, though, the cool comfort of the Marlins radio booth high above home plate. You're listening to Miami Marlins baseball on the radio. It's Fox Sports 940 Miami. Game 101 of 162. 14 hours later, we're back at it with a rubber match ahead. And the Marlins are looking to finish off what could be a successful homestand and secure both series before heading to face the Milwaukee Brewers. Miami, they would capture their 9th series win in the last 11 with a victory today. We are pumped to bring you Game 3 series finale, final game of this homestand between the 55-46 San Diego Padres and your now 47-53 Miami Marlins. Dylan Cease, he gets the ball in the series finale for the 21st time this season, and Sandy Alcantara, it has not been the season he's anticipated through July 23rd, but he will take the hill for the 20th time this season. An early one today, 12:10, we will get going right here on the Marlins Radio Network. Hi, everyone. Thanks for making Marlins on Deck a part of your Wednesday morning. Jack McMullen, 4-time World Series champion, Jeff Nelson, Steven Strom here. It is great to have you with us. We got a great show for you ahead, and we thank you for your participation. Sandy Alcantara, big start today. We'll hear from Clayton McCullough on what the game plan is against San Diego. Dylan Cease, he will go opposite Sandy. This is Jack McMullen. He's got some juice. He's got some connections. He sits down with Dylan Cease. We'll have him on the program, 2-time All-MLB second-team selection, and has been really one of the best pitchers in baseball, not this year, but over the last couple of seasons. We'll get you at the count with Cease and Sandy. Jack and Nelly will jump in. Final game for Jeff Nelson on the Marlins Radio Network here in 2025. So I got a little bit of a surprise for him. Stay tuned for that. X-Poll question today at Marlins Radio and Steve's guarantee to victory. So we'll start here with Sandy Alcantara, and he's coming off what I would say a solid start for what has been a rough 2025. 6 innings, 4 runs, scoreless first 3 innings against the Royals, and then KC, which has felt like this has always been the thing with Sandy this year, the 1 inning. Kansas City plated 4 in that 4th inning, and Sandy was able to come out in the 5th and 6th and wiggle out a little bit of trouble. But you look at the final line, 6 innings and 4 runs. Clayton McCullough, what are you looking for Sandy to build off of in that last start against Kansas City?
I think with Sandy today, it's gaining count leverage and finishing guys with 2K. And maybe that's not just the punch, but finishing at bats with 2K. I've seen it's been an inning. It feels like that has spoiled somewhat the overall look of an outing. So I think today with Sandy, if he can game count leverage and execute a little higher rate with 2 strikes, I'm betting on Sandy.
All right, so this has been a different San Diego team. We pretty much articulated this throughout the entire series. It's been pitching that has carried the San Diego Padres this year. The hitting, it's been quiet. It's been tamed. It's been domesticated. 1 walk last night, 7 hits, 3 walks on Monday, 5 hits. Not a ton of runs. Of course, they scored 2 on Monday and plated 3 yesterday. So for Sandy Alcantara, according to Clayton McCullough, here's the game plan for Sandy against this Friars team.
I think you have to be aggressive and attack them. And certainly, and Sandy's not going to shy away from contact, nor should he. This is a group that also they're very good at. Some guys that can bleed at bats, can force you to work counts and be disciplined. They don't typically strike out a whole lot, but I think they are a very equipped group with how to massage and work at bats. So you still have to stay on the attack as best you can.
That was Clayton McCullough on Sandy Alcantara as far as the game plan is concerned. He will or did face the San Diego Padres back on May 28th, and it was a tough one. 4 innings, 7 hits, 6 runs, 71 pitches. But it was funny, that was the outing that rejuvenated him. The next 4 starts after that Padres start, 23 innings pitched and a 2.74 ERA. I was actually looking at the pitch mix for Sandy against San Diego. And if you care out there, I will tell you, threw the changeup the most at 31%, 4-seamer at 21%, sinker at 20%. If you look at his last start against Kansas City, it's a completely different mix. A 4-seam fastball led the way for him against KC, slider at 25% and sinker at 21%. So he has pretty much scrapped that changeup, and the changeup was, of course, Sandy's best pitch during his Cy Young Award season. But last start against KC, it was 4-seam, slider, and sinker heavy. And that start against San Diego, it was changeup, 4-seam, sinker heavy. So he has scrapped the changeup. We'll see if it comes back here today against San Diego. But Sandy, of course, looking to bounce back after a tough start against the Padres back on May 28th. We'll break here. Dylan Cease joins Jack McMullen next. 12-10 first pitch series finale. Marlins looking to win back-to-back series on this homestand. We're back in 2 on the Marlins Radio Network.
And Stowers hits one well out to left center field. Merrill back on the track at the wall. He's looking up and it's gone. That thing just kept on going. Kyle Stowers out to left center field. Fish on the board. They cut the deficit in half. Homer number 22 on the year. And it's 2-1 Padres in the bottom of the 4th.
To a righty's perfect.
First pitch to Augustine. Little dribbler. Third baseman Machado charges. He's got it on the bare hand. He fires to first. And it's up the right field line. Otto around third. He's getting the windmill home. And he will score. Augustine legs out an infield single. Machado got greedy. He tried to make a top 10 play. It results in Lopez scoring from first. Smarslock, actually, the first base coach earlier today. Stowers golfs one into right center field. That's on a line. That is in for a base hit, and it's going to 2-hop the wall. They're going to windmill Augustine home. Relay throw coming home is up the third base line. It's an RBI double as Stowers pushes to third on the throw.
Been caught once.
A 1. That one a little swinging bunt. Cabrera's got it. The toss is coming home. A tag from Ramirez, and they get Arise. Arise hit the deck a head-first dive. He came up kind of gripping his wrist, but that a tremendous play from Edward Cabrera. A 1. That one tagged into left center field. Sheets on the move. He's not going to get there, and it one-hops the wall in left center. There's insurance. Hernandez around third. He will score. Sanohawk going to third, and he's got an RBI triple. He beat out the relay with a head-first dive. Javi, the spark plug.
Palm Beaches. Plan your trip at thepalmbeaches.com.
All right, we're rocking and rolling here on a Wednesday morning, 11:38 a.m. We were here at the ballpark until about 10 o'clock last night. Beauty of baseball, get to play sometimes on a getaway day less than 13 hours later. That's what we have here this afternoon. Dylan Cease will go opposite Sandy Alcantara. Hello, everyone. Steven Strom here, Fox Sports 940 Miami. Ahmed back in the studio. Ricardo doing some overtime back in the stew, making sure we're on the air. We appreciate that. Jack McMullen, Jeff Nelson have your call at 12:10. Dylan Cease, two-time All-MLB second-team chucker. He has struggled this year, but we've seen really great moments of Dylan Cease. He was traded over to the Padres in the beginning of the season in 2023. I had this written down here. Let me make sure I have this. 2024. March of 2024, San Diego acquired him. He has struggled this year, but our very own Jack McMullen got a chance to sit down with Dylan to talk not just baseball, but some things off the field as well.
Thank you, Steven. Here with Padres starter Dylan Cease. Dylan, we're going to get into baseball in a moment, but I got to hear about the disc golf venture. How's it going right now? Last time we talked on a show, you were in the process of grabbing one course, right? How has your disc golf kind of evolved?
Yeah, so I got two courses now. We got one in Brooksville, Florida, and then we're still at the tail end of developing the one in Alabama. I'm working on other things. I can't really put it out in the public yet, but I'm still trying to be ambitious in the space for sure. Yeah.
I love that. Hey, I was reading about your number choice, 84. Yeah. I had no idea it was because of the 84 Asanas, and we've got some guys on the Marlins that are really practicing mindfulness right now. Yeah. What went into the number choice 84, and how and when did mindfulness really become a part of your game?
Yeah, it's a shout out to a yogi named Sadhguru, who I've done a lot of his practices and gone and spent time at his place in Tennessee and read his books and just really admire him. I got into it when I was in my low 20s, I would say, and it's kind of just something I've always turned to really since I've found it.
Did you find it because of baseball? Was it a struggle within baseball?
Yeah, I was going baseball, going through like relationships, life stuff, and it was like it just popped up, and I read all the books. I'm like, man, I really like this. This is interesting.
Hey, Dylan, watching from afar, it's been so fun to watch a hard thrower be durable for the last half decade, and kind of the book on hard throwers, especially guys that, fingers crossed. But, the book on hard throwers is they're going to get hurt every now and again. And I'm looking at your start log. It's 32, 33, 33. What's been the key to durability for you?
I think, there's probably a bunch of different factors. One being genetics, one being how much effort you put in, and your work in the offseason. I get a lot of good work in the offseason that I feel like really sets me up for success in season. And then other than that, I don't know, just taking it day by day, and maybe, if my body's sore, I back it down a little bit. If I'm feeling good, I go the other direction. But it's a good question. I wish I knew the exact answer, because I would write a book and I would sell it, but, I don't know.
100%. Dylan, how have you changed as a pitcher over the course of your major league career to this point?
I've got more pitches now. I'd like to think I've got enough experience now to where I adjust a little bit quicker, besides this first half, which has been a little rough, but I don't know, I just have a lot more experience. You go through things and you start seeing guys over and over again, how you want to attack them better, so just things like that.
Dylan Cease, last one for you. Without giving away state secrets, although we would love them personally on the Marlins radio network, when you look at this Marlins lineup, what jumps out to you?
What jumps out to me? Honestly, it was weird to me that Stowers was batting 5. Other than that, that would be the biggest thing that jumps out to me. But I don't know, maybe they'll see this and bat him first or second, and then I'll whatever. But do you guys know why that's a thing, or?
No, we're asking today.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it?
It really is. Dylan Cease, thank you so much, man.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, thanks for having me.
Steven.
Honestly, that was awesome, and I love Dylan Cease. And by the way, to answer your question, DC, Kyle Stowers is actually going to hit 4th against you today and play left field. So there's your answer to your question. But Jack hit on it. It is very rare to find a guy that throws as hard as he does and stays healthy. This guy made 32 starts in 2021, 32 in 2022, 33 in 23, 33 and 24, and he's pacing, of course, to make that as well. 20 starts. He's going to make his 21st today. So good stuff with Dylan Cease. I'll be cheering for him outside of today. Good personality and disc golf. Really interesting. We'll break. We will get you ahead of the count with Cease and Sandy Alcantara. 12:10 first pitch, series finale, final game of this homestand. Marlins, Padres. Marlins on deck continues on the Marlins Radio Network.
And Stowers hits one well out to left center field. Merrill back on the track at the wall. He's looking up and it's gone. That thing just kept on going. Kyle Stowers out to left center field. Fish on the board. They cut the deficit in half. Homer number 22 on the year, and it's 2-1 Padres in the bottom of the fourth.
To a righty is perfect.
First pitch to Augustine, little dribbler, third baseman Machado charges. He's got it on the bare hand. He fires to first, and it's up the right field line. Otto around third. He's getting the windmill home, and he will score. Augustine legs out an infield single. Machado got greedy. He tried to make a top 10 play. It results in Lopez scoring from first. Smarslock, actually, the first base coach earlier today. Stowers golfs one into right center field. That's on a line. That is in for a base hit, and it's going to two-hop the wall. They're going to windmill Augustine home. Relay throw coming home is up the third base line. It's an RBI double as Stowers pushes to third on the throw.
Been caught once.
A one. Oh, and a little swinging bunt. Cabrera's got it. The toss is coming home. A tag from Ramirez, and they get Arise. Arise hit the deck, a head-first dive. He came up kind of gripping his wrist, but that a tremendous play from Edward Cabrera. A one. That one tagged into left center field. Sheets on the move. He's not going to get there, and it one-hops the wall in left center. There's insurance. Hernandez around third. He will score. Sanoha going to third, and he's got an RBI triple. He beat out the relay with a head-first dive. Javi, the spark plug.
Terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Hey, this is Anthony Bender, and you're listening to Marlins on Deck with Steven Strom on the Marlins Radio Network.
Listen to your Marlins on the go. Download the iHeartRadio app and make Fox Sports 940 your top preset to listen to every Marlins game this season. Marlins opened up this homestand, taking 2 out of 3 against the Kansas City Royals. They dropped game 1 against the Padres, punched back last night in a 4-3 win, and now have an opportunity with another series victory against another really good team in the San Diego Padres. Steven Strom, Jack McMullen, Jeff Nelson, 12:10 first pitch. Let's get you ahead of the count. We'll start here with Dylan Cease. We heard from him with Jack McMullen. Excellent spot with those two. 29-year-old right-hander will make his 21st start of the season. We heard he is a disc golf connoisseur, can we call him? 2-time All-MLB second-team chucker. He has struggled this year, though, 3-9, a 4.64 ERA, 108 2/3 innings pitched, 139 Ks to 39 walks. He did go out on a high on Friday in D.C. against the Nationals. He didn't factor, but he tossed 5 1/3 shutout innings, 10 punch-outs to 0 walks. It was the third time this season Dylan Cease has reached double-digit Ks. We had talked about how Cease got to San Diego. He really put on a show with the Chicago White Sox and then was traded to San Diego in March of 2024 before the season started. Cease will feature a slider, a four-seamer. Those are really the two pitches. Over 40% of the time he'll throw them, but he does also have a knuckle curve, a sinker, a changeup, and a sweeper in his arsenal, but he does not use it very often. Again, he is mostly a slider and a four-seam pitcher. 2 career starts against the Marlins, 11 combined innings, 2.45 ERA. Big question here is, does Dylan Cease have command? Across his career, a 9.8% walk rate. League average is 8.5. This year, Cease has done a better job at it, 8.4% on the walk rate, but he has been in the double digits multiple times in his career, including 2023 with a 10.1 walk percentage, and in 2022 with a 10.4. He will go opposite Sandy Alcantara, 29-year-old right-hander who will make his 20th start of the season. He's 4-9 with a 7.14 ERA, 97 innings pitched combined. He didn't factor on Friday. We talked about it. Against the Royals, tossed 6 frames, allowing 4 runs on 8 hits, 97 pitches. He did face San Diego earlier in the year on May 28th. 4 innings, 7 hits, 6 runs, 71 pitches. The Marlins did end up winning that game, and I think the big thing to highlight after that start, that was the rejuvenation that we saw from Sandy Alcantara. After that Padres debacle, Sandy's next 4 starts, 23 innings combined at a 2.74 ERA. So this team was the kickstart to a pretty good stretch with Sandy. Hopefully it doesn't require a beating like he took in May 28th to have another good set or stretch of outings. Dylan Cease, Sandy Alcantara, they will kick off this final game of this homestand at 12:10. We'll break. Jeff Nelson and Jack McMullen join me next. We got storylines plus Nelly's final game in 2025 in the Marlins Radio Network booth. We're back in 2 minutes on the Marlins Radio Network.
Lugo's 2-2 to Sanchez. That one hit well. Out to center field in deep. Isbell working back. He's just looking up. It is gone. Hope you kicked your feet up, Sanchi. 3-1. That one hit well. Out to right center. Caglione back at the track. Number 20. How about the All-Star? Kyle Stowers, a 2-run blast. And it's an early ambush, 3-0 Fish in the bottom of the first inning.
Eventually it may become a problem.
Otto hits one out to left center field and deep. Isbell back, track, wall. He jumps up, it's off the LED facing in left center. Edwards trots home from third. Otto Lopez missed a homer by feet, but he's got an RBI double, and they are hammering Seth Lugo.
After we won the game.
1-0 pitch. That one hit high in the air out to shallow center field. Long run for Isbell and Witt. That drops into the triangle, and that'll plate a run. Kyle Stowers, it may not be a long ball, but he finds the perfect spot in left center field. He loops an RBI single, and the Fish keep jumping on Lugo. 5-0 on the RBI knock in the bottom of the third. For 4 with 3 RBIs today.
Why not end it here?
1-1. Kyle swinging away, out to right and deep. The All-Star leaves the yard. Welcome to the second half. Same Kyle. A walk-off 2-run home.
Reales varían. Velocidades se reducen después del uso de 30 GB por línea. Los límites de datos y los ahorros reales varían.
Join us Monday, June 3rd, as we celebrate. Oh, that happened a couple months ago. Do they still call that the businessman special? $1 kids tickets and more. Summer is in swing at Lone Depot Park, so don't miss any of the action. Score your seats today at marlins.com/tickets. August 4th has not happened yet.
Look out your window and I'll be gone.
And it's his final game here in the Marlins Radio Network booth in 2025. Nelly, what's been your favorite part about working with? That was a little tribute for you.
Well, so luckily they don't have the tape in between innings. That would be that. I probably would never work radio again. But no, I think you guys do a tremendous job, and I really enjoyed it. I'm not just saying it because I'm on my last day. I will be on the TV side if everybody's wondering. I'm not exiting Marlins season.
He's not retiring.
But no, I really enjoyed working with you and Jack. I mean, Stephen, you've always done a tremendous job. And Jack, I'm glad that the new voice is not there anymore. And Jack's done a tremendous job as well.
One of my favorite things, and one of the first things that we talked about, Jack and I, when he got this job, I said, I can't wait, because I, over a period of time, got a chance to get to know Jack during this whole interview process. And I said, you and Nelly are going to be amazing. And Jack, I guess I won't speak for you, but I think we can both agree that Nelly and you have really worked well together.
It's a blast, man. And Nell brings, number one, the baseball acumen is just insane. Number two, Nelly's got some juice. And it's really fun to tap into that. And when we can make Nelly laugh, that's when we know something was actually funny. It's a pretty high standard.
Not very often.
I know it's not very often.
Because I don't think you guys are very funny in the first place.
Exactly. I agree. Exactly. So we get like one every 3-4 games, and it's like, you know what? That one landed. I feel good. So it pushes the standard a little bit higher with Jeff Nelson on with us, but it has been an absolute joy.
I see a cake today. You guys aren't wearing black. You're wearing bright colors.
I put together a little bit of a montage for you, though. It was funny. It wasn't the best because there's been so many bloopers and funny things that you've said, but I did the best I can. So Nelly, again, this is his last game in 2025. He'll be back next year in the Marlins Radio Network booth. And the burning question today, will this be the last start for Sandy Alcantara, Nelly? And for him today, how does he narrow in on this start specifically because he was pounded in San Diego on May 28th against this same Padres team?
Yeah, his last 3 starts in July, he's got almost an 8 ERA. So it's just, it's I don't want to say sad to watch because that's not really that great, but it's a little disappointing because he's so good and his stuff just hasn't been there. I always preach fastball command. I watched his outing. Well, he did a side session out on the mound, the game mound, a couple days ago. And I just watch. I'm a mechanical guy, so I'm watching mechanics. I think anytime you throw a side session, you just want some positives, and I think he felt that. It looked like he worked on his changeup a little bit more. He's gotten away from that pitch. I think he's really been too off-speed happy anyway throughout his starts. And it's all about fastball command, and if he can get back to that and be able to command both sides of the plate, which it's been a difficult time for him, or he's had a difficult time for him, then he'll have success. I don't know if this is going to be his last start or not. It's really going to be interesting to see. His name's been floating around as probably the top pitcher out there as far as other teams wanting. If he puts together a good one, I think it improves his trade stock, but it all depends on what the Marlins really want to do.
Well, from one ace that has not had the year that he expected, we go to another, Jack, with Dylan Cease, who you had a conversation with today. What's gone, I guess, wrong with Cease this year in 2025?
Honestly, talking to other people here, especially the Padres announcers on the radio side, Jesse Agler and Tony Gwynn Jr., and then on the television side, I know Nelly was chatting with Don and Mudd for a while. I mean, Cease, it almost felt like he was trying to have too many tools in the toolbox, and that took away from the hammer, which is the best tool in his toolbox. The slider has been one of the best pitches in baseball over the last half decade or so. Cease has been at the peak of his powers in 22 and then in 24. This guy finished 4th in Cy Young voting last year. He finished 2nd in 2022. But Dylan Cease, for me, is a guy that is a fastball slider guy. You see it on the year. He's throwing that combination about 80% of the time. All of a sudden, he got away from that. It was like, well, I'm working on a knuckle curve. I'm working on a changeup. I'm working on a sweeper. Stick with what made you a Cy Young runner-up, because that's one of the best pitchers in Major League Baseball. And I don't know what kind of payday he's due for this offseason, honestly. I think coming into this year, we were saying, Dylan Cease is going to be a $200 million pitcher. And now it's like, well, are you going to pay a guy with a 4.8 ERA? I'm not sure.
And Nelly, he's, like Jack said, a 2-pitch pitcher. He throws both of those pitches 40% of the time. One would say, do you eliminate one of those pitches? But you feel differently about what Miami should do this afternoon offensively.
For me, I don't know if you can go out and be aggressive on him, because I think it's playing in his hand, especially with a guy that throws a lot of sliders. When you have a guy that likes to expand the zone. I was talking with Mark Grant, their TV analyst, and he was basically saying his last time out probably had one of the best sliders that they've seen. He's pinpoint on the fastball and the slider. Then it's going to be a rough day for the hitters. He didn't walk a hitter, national, and he struck out 10 and 5 1/3. I think you have to wait him out a little bit. You have to see what the control is going to be like. If he's missing, say, arm side away to lefties and way away, and he's not getting that slider over, then you got to figure, okay, this could be a good day for the hitters because he doesn't have that pinpoint control. Then you could probably lock in on the fastball because that slider's not going to be there. If the slider's on the corners, then, like I mentioned, you're still going to have to pick a pitch, whether, hey, I got to lay off spin and still sit fastball, because his fastball is 97, 98. It isn't like it's 92, 93. I think you just have to wait him out a little bit.
2 career starts against Miami, 11 innings combined, 2.45 ERA for Dylan Cease against the Marlins. Jeff Nelson, I love you. Jack McMullen, I love you too. We'll break. Expo questions, Steve's guarantee. And we'll play some baseball on the Marlins Radio Network.
ADT is the Lugo's 2-2 to Sanchez. That one hit well out to center field in deep. Isbell working back. He's just looking up. It is gone. Hope you kicked your feet up, Sanchi. 3-1. That one hit well out to right center. Caglione back at the track. Number 20. How about the All-Star? Kyle Stowers, a 2-run blast. And it's an early ambush, 3-0 Fish in the bottom of the first inning.
Eventually, it may become a problem.
Otto hits one out to left center field and deep. Isbell back, track, wall. He jumps up. It's off the LED facing in left center. Edwards trots home from third. Otto Lopez missed a homer by feet, but he's got an RBI double, and they are hammering Seth Lugo.
After we won the game,
1-0 pitch. That one hit high in the air out to shallow center field. Long run for Isbell and Witt. That drops into the triangle, and that'll plate a run. Kyle Stowers, it may not be a long ball, but he finds the perfect spot in left center field. He loops an RBI single, and the Fish keep jumping on Lugo. 5-0 on the RBI knock in the bottom of the third. For 4 with 3 RBIs today.
why not end it here?
1-1. Kyle swinging away, out to right and deep. The All-Star leaves the yard. Welcome to the second half. Same Kyle. A walk-off 2-run home run.
Babcock.
Number 1 on your car radio preset and the new and improved iHeartRadio app. WINCA in Miami. WMIB FM HD2 Fort Lauderdale. Free never sounded so good.
All right, folks, buckle up. We're playing some baseball. I can finally say good afternoon. It's 12 o'clock here in the beautiful 3:05. Listen to your Marlins on the go. Download the iHeartRadio app and make Fox Sports 940 your top preset to listen to every Marlins game this season. Ahmed back in the studio, hitting the 1s and 2s on the horn early today. Ricardo, shout out to you as well. Steven Strom, Jack McMullen, and Jeff Nelson have your call for this series finale. Marlins took the series against KC to open up this homestand over the weekend. They welcome in the San Diego Padres. Dropped game 1, responded in game 2, and now a rubber match with Dylan Cease and Sandy Alcantara. Let's get to our at Marlins Radio X-Poll question. Last night's 1-run win was the Marlins' 54th game, decided by 2 runs or fewer. They've gone 28-26 in those contests. Their 54 2-run games are the 4th most in baseball, trailing the San Francisco Giants, the San Diego Padres, and who? Make sure to vote at Marlins Radio. It's time for Steve's Guarantee.
Batter up.
Batter up.
Let's play some ball.
First pitch is moments away. Time now for Steve's Guarantees.
Well, we had discussed what Dylan Cease, his arsenal offers, and it's a 4-seam and a slider heavy mix. 40% of the time he's throwing those 2 pitches. I like Xavier Edwards, who displays a ton of strong plate discipline, to have 2+ hits today. Not only because I think he's got the best eye on this team, but he's also hit 320 from the left side, 232 from that right side. Dylan Cease obviously being a right-hander, so X will bat from the left. I like them to have 2+ hits to kickstart and spark this offense for the Miami Marlins. Folks, I hope you got the hits for first pitch, because when we come back, Jack McMullen paints a picture. Jeff Nelson, he's ready to rock. Starting lineups in first pitch is right around the corner. Thanks for tuning in to the Marlins On Deck pregame show. I'm Steven Strom. Let's flip the M together, Miami Marlins baseball. It's next. This is the Marlins